Game 7, Western Conference Semifinals. The Memphis Grizzlies have endured 6.
Here it is, folks. Game 7 of the Western Conference Semifinals. These two teams have battled hard, but it's only one that will move on. Here we go. And so, off the tip, it's Minnesota and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Ty Jerome out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Boozer. Then there's Edey. And it's Coward in at the 3 slot.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Goes Sumu with it. Boozer picks him up. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Jerome with it. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Cullen passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
He can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the dunk by Edey.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. McCollum kicks to Edwards. There's a screen. Down low. Jerome with the steal. Left side Boozer. And Edey has it in the corner. Pass to Jerome. Here's Wells. Fires for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Jerome. Pass to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's Coward missing. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Back to McDaniels. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a shot by Wells. No good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Boozer dishes to Wells. Right side Boozer. Comes up empty down low. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That one drops. He ties it up. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Struce. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Coward over Evans, and that one's good. Coward.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
There's McDaniels, and the basket is good. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Tie game in Minnesota. And back with the start. And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Things out there with Jackson. Then it's Dosumu. Then it's Max Strus. It's Beringer into the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Dosumu. Tight defense on him. The wide open shot from Strus. Cans it from downtown. Strus has got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Coward.
Oh, my goodness. Man. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Pass to Evans. Now here's Dosumu, guarded by Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Coward. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Evans. Here's McDaniels. 7 points in the game. Beringer. And that one is hammered home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. He'll take it.
Shot clock at 5. Clayton, the pass to Jackson. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Double team on Williams. Jackson has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's Dosumu. He's tightly guarded. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Second is Mark Williams.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Here's Coward. Edwards defending. Back to Jerome. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Edwards. And that one drops. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's up a 3. Edwards can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Jerome. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Drills it from outside. Here's McCollum. He has yet to score. Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the... Seeing how things are shaking down for the tip. That'll do it for our show.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniel.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Wells. Williams is out there with Boozer. And it's Coward in at the 3.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Memphis making a change here. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Jerome against McCollum. Jerome, no good. Minnesota leading by 6. Now here's McCollum. Scoreless thus far. Six on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Here's Boozer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boozer's got 5 points so far.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And the basket by McCollum.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Grizzlies making a change here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Clayton. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to Wells. Here's Clayton. Lock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Dosunmu. Outside Edwards. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Wells. Plays it up and banks it in. Wells has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's McCollum. Back to McDaniel. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Both teams will make substitutions. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the 2nd half now. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Minnesota making some changes. Jackson comes in for McDaniel. And it's Evans in for Dosunmu. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Pass to Henry. Outside for Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. to the inside. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. A three from Strus. Trains the three-pointer. Strus has got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Shot to stop the run, and he jams it with authority.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Jackson down low. Still yet to score. Pass to Berenger. And here's Evans. Four on the shot clock. From past the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Minnesota on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Jackson is out there with Evans. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Dosunmu. It's Berenger in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Dosunmu. Outside Jackson. Here's Strus, guarded by Jerome. Strus passes to Dosunmu. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Boozer, he's checked in for G.G. Jackson. And Wells is subbed in for Smith. The Grizzlies trail by 17. 3, good. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Edwards. From 11. That one is off. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Oh, that was a two-hander.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Jerome. Boozer with the screen for Jerome. No good from 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
It's deflected. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got to get out.
Jerome. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Oh, maybe we'll get another one in this trip. It's off target.
Great anticipation defensively. They were the key to handling him and ready to bounce.
Timberwolves leading by 14. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And there's the 3.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why line's going to be on to the next round for Minnesota.
As we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And for a series that went the distance, you have to admire how they were able to close it out here as the time winds down.
Yeah, well, you never know going into a Game 7 like this who is going to rise to the occasion. I think they showed they had exactly what was needed, that extra grit and grind to fight for the win, fight for the series, and congratulations are definitely in order.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box, there were some great numbers for Jaden McDaniel.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Knocks down the three. Now Strus. Jackson, a screen on Jerome. Here's Jackson. Oh, what a finish.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here is Strus. The response, slamming it home.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And free throw good from Evans. And both free throws good for Evans. Here's Coward, guarded by Jackson. And so the Minnesota Timberwolves win the series, and they will move on. They took the long road to get here, but they've done it. They're moving on to the conference finals, Greg, after a thrilling 7-game series and a win here in round 2.
And what a memorable series this was. So fitting that it came down to a Game 7, and now no rest for the weary. They've got to get right back to work.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jaden McDaniel.